What's up, you guys? Give me a minute. Just gotta actually let people know that we've started streaming. I hope y'all can hear me. Shit. In the chat, let me know if you... I am very late, and I'm sorry that we've started streaming. I hope y'all... Okay. I think everything's good. Everything should be good. New setup. This is a new setup. We're doing a new setup now. I just need to tell people that we're live. And it's so tough when you're actually live. You're trying to tell people you're live. Hope people... I mean, you know... Oh, wait. We gotta do a separate recording. I forgot to do a separate recording. But I think everyone's still settling in. I'm still settling in. Jesus Christ. I think I just lost the internet. If my stream goes offline, sorry. Hope it comes back. Oh. Okay, I am knocking a bunch of things down. I'm gonna explain my new setup. I'm just trying to tell people that I'm live. Okay. I can focus on you now. Sorry about that. I've messaged as many people as I can. If you're in the chat, message in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. Hope the stream is still online. I'm getting a flash of... I'm seeing a flash of losing connection. I hope that's not legit. So sorry I'm 30 minutes late. More than 40 minutes late. I couldn't find my tripod. When I finally found my tripod, OBS needed to update or something, and then the longest thing to set up was this new camera setup. So you can see, change the camera setup. You can see a camera here. This is also live streaming. Let's show off the second camera. New second camera, let's go. This is meant to, when we focus on the figures, when we go on the close-up of the figures. My problem with this for a while was it would not, for the love of God, it would not focus. Autofocus was hunting the whole time. This is the best focus I could get. I hope it's kind of in focus, but basically autofocus is not my friend right now. And since I'm using the browser app, the Video Ninja, to stream the camera to OBS, I cannot lock the autofocus. So shit. So that's that. But I think especially if I put my hand near it, the autofocus is really on point. And we'll still get those spinning shots. My favorite spinning shots. So that's the second cam. Main cam's here. My friend R2. I think he's gonna join the chat in a minute. My friend suggested that no, the setup is dope. The setup was dope with the figure collection behind me, and the lighting was on point. And that was pretty much the strongest point of the last stream. We're just trying to learn from previous, trying to apply what we learned from the last stream. He said that this should have been the main angle. I'm just realizing now, I think I kind of messed up where I put my graphic. It's kind of on top of my face, but oh well, we'll fix it for the next stream. I don't want to fix it now. It's not really covering my face, it's just really near it. You know what? Let's fix it now. Nope, there's no point in going in this screen. I don't know how to... let's just fix it. I'm gonna move this. It's my stream. I can move things when I want. Sorry about that. Okay, so now the graphic's not gonna block my face. But yeah, so this is gonna be the main cam. I've given up on my old webcam, which is really old, even from when I bought it back in 2020. I got a new webcam. It's gonna come in soon. Let's see how I'm gonna use. When I get a new webcam, let's see how I use it for streaming. I'm getting responses from my friends on Messenger, but let's see if they join on chat. Okay, so this is gonna be. My wife also said she's joining, but I don't know if she's there now. This is gonna be the continuation of the last live stream, because last time I was not able to finish because I had a lot of figures, I had a lot of backlog, and probably also with how we're gonna do this live stream. I'm probably gonna be responding to. I'm probably gonna be responding to chat only in certain periods of the stream. So speaking of my wife, she's here. Hello. That's my wife, Katrine, the love of my life, the mother of my child, and the supporter of this hobby. So we've still got at least three unboxings left to do. The main one, I really hope we finish all of them. But what the figures we still have to unbox is Kamen Rider Geats. I can't put him here and have light. So Kamen Rider Geats, Hurricane Red, and Asuka by Good Smile. So hopefully we get through everything. But I really want to kind of backtrack a bit on what I wasn't able to discuss on my last unboxing, because I want to turn these into VODs, so I want to make sure that I make a pretty good A roll and like have good sound bites for like VODs and shit. So last time I realized, especially while unboxing the Kamen Rider figures, I barely talked about the Kamen Rider figures. I mean, like, I'm talking about unboxing, but I feel like I was barely able to talk about why I love Kamen Rider and these Kamen Riders specifically. Especially, I want to be able to turn this into a kind of a tokusatsu channel where I talk about tokusatsu, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai. I'm a Sentai guy, really, but recently I've been really getting into Kamen Rider. So I've set up Black, yeah, because he was kind of the easiest to set up, because Xade's kind of blue tack to the shelf. But I'm gonna get Xade later. But I want to talk about Black first. This is the Shinkocho Seiho Kamen Rider Black. This is apparently SH Figuarts' third attempt at a Kamen Rider Black, and it was for the Shinkocho Seiho line. Apparently, it wasn't that long ago when this came out. 2020 or 2021, I think. It's when it came out, and I really love how it looked. I actually got Black Sun. I wonder if I can get Black Sun. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get Black Sun. So I actually got Black Sun first. Black Sun from the reboot. The 50th anniversary reboot. 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider. And I think 25th anniversary of Kamen Rider Black. They came out with Black Sun, which was a Prime exclusive. Yeah, I got Amazon Prime. I watched that. Y'all should get Amazon Prime, or wherever you watch tokusatsu. Black Sun was fucking dope. I was a kid when I watched original Kamen Rider, and so I could distinctly remember that Black Sun was hitting the right story beats. Oh, the Black's hands messed up. Like it was dealing, like it was he was fighting a cult. Cult had 3 priests, and the cult was kind of a secret Illuminati that was running the whole country, the whole world from the shadows. That was it was basically beat for beat kind of identical, but Black Sun just tied all the characters together, kind of put a lot of narrative, connected all of the characters, especially the 2 brothers. They kept them together for more of the story. There was since it was kind of a government conspiracy kind of thing. They really leaned into that. They made it a period piece. It was really interesting. Black Sun was fucking dope. And I was in Toku Fever. I was in Toku Fever when I watched it. I already started collecting Deca Ranger, Super Sentai figures, and I was like, I gotta get this figure when it comes out. Black Sun. I didn't start collecting Kamen Rider yet, but I felt I was compelled to get Black Sun. I didn't pre-order it, so I I think I took an L. I think I paid more because I didn't pre-order it. Yeah, and and he's Black Sun has a super a really nice version of Battle Hopper, the motorcycle, that I hope I can get. Since my wife is watching Katrine, I found a Battle Hopper on Ami Amik and I get it. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, that's one of my goals right now, to display, if I can display Black Sun with Battle Hopper. But yeah, I started with but originally I was always a fan of Kamen Rider Black. That was kind of my first tokusatsu. Even before I watched Power Rangers, there was a time here in the Philippines where we got Tagalogized versions of Japanese tokusatsu. So Bioman was really popular here. Turbo Ranger was really popular here. I don't think Jetman got here, but Five Man was really popular here. And one of the most Shider was really popular here. The Metal Heroes were kind of popular here too. And one of the most Shider was really popular here. The Metal Heroes were kind of popular here too. And okay, so I check on the live stream to see if everything's okay. If y'all can hear me, everything's in focus. Everything. So this looks good. I'm happy the angle looks good. Okay, so my wife has replied, "No, I cannot get Battle Hopper." Well, too bad. I already bought it. No, I'm kidding. I haven't bought it, but I might still be able to convince her. It's gonna be such a good looking display, Black Sun with Battle Hopper. I've always been a fan of Kamen Rider Black. He was kind of my favorite tokusatsu. As a kid, I remember. I distinctly remember. There was one episode where he was fighting. I think it was Whale Kaijin. From the original series from Kamen Rider Black, and or it was like rat Kaijin, I think, or something. But I remember, yeah, I think it was Whale Kaijin like sacrificed himself or something to save Kamen Rider, and my sister and I fucking cried. Like we never seen anything like that. And like Kamen Rider was like devastated that like someone like a former enemy sacrificed himself for him. But that was like it was a really emotional moment in the series, and I remember my sister and I, we were kids, but we cried over that. And yeah, it's just an example how deep this shit goes, how deep this shit hits. And you know, Kamen Rider Black was kind of one of the most popular. Yo, it's Jarek. What's up, Jarek? Kamen Rider Black was kind of one of the most popular series in the Kamen Rider franchise. It was kind of on a downturn. Like the Rider series was on a downturn. Actually, the whole of Tokusatsu was kind of the popularity was going down in Japan, and they said it was the whole genre was just being kept afloat by Super Sentai and Metal Heroes at the time. The other two big names, Ultraman and Kamen Rider, were kind of floundering. Yeah, So after Kamen Rider Black, they kind of went on hiatus, but it was such a popular series. When they came back, it was stronger than ever. So yeah, that's that's me geeking out over the series. But I want to talk about the figure too. Let's really quick, for the sake of, check out this pose. This is his right after he henshins. This is when he says his name, Kamen Rider Black. If you look at the details, this is Shinkocho Seiho. So I've actually dropped this twice already. Setting it up. I'm really scared of handling this. It's using a softer plastic than normal figure arts now. So actually, like, putting it on a stand makes it susceptible to scratches. Wow, Marge is here too. What's up, guys? So thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, for shouting out in the chat. I'm not always gonna be looking at the chat, just so I can make sure that I can talk about the things that I want to talk about. I don't want to end up going through 2 hours and I'm not able to talk about what I'm not able to discuss what I actually want to discuss, which is these figures. So the detail on this is kind of exquisite, and probably because of Kamen Rider of Black's design, the joints hide really well. Like, I can get X-Aid, and it's basically like, it's really obvious where the joints are. But if you look at Black, hold on, I'm gonna get X-Aid. So here's X-Aid, Kamen Rider X-Aid, and you can see, like, there's obvious gaps here on his near his crotch, around his thighs, just because of how he's designed. He's supposed to be like it's supposed to be like a sleek uniform. It's supposed to be like a sleek one piece, but you can see the gaps for the joints. But for Black, because of how he's designed, that he's always had like gaps in his. Whoa! The camera's changing up. What's happening? Yeah, he's always had gaps in his armor look, and like there's kind of a fleshy undersuit, which, like, I'd never noticed before when I was a kid, and when I noticed it, I thought, ew, that's gross. But, you know, I really appreciate it now. And it was kind of like the point back then. It was his look, that he was kind of a bioorganic weapon that was incarnated by using the King Stone of Furashu. The camera's jumping around. I wonder what's happening there. Oh, okay, something, the camera changed. Time out. Something happened to the camera. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but this isn't the camera I wanted to use. Okay. That's just the details. So I mean, like, probably the best because of Black's design, it's so simple. You might not appreciate how much is actually there. But if you look at how, like, the red and yellow stripes, how thin they are, how on the gaps between yellow and red, it's kind of on point with the show. But if you want to look at details, you can look at the Kingstone belt. Look at all the details on the Kingstone belt. You can look at his. Hold on, I'm just gonna change the pose a little bit so you can see. You can look at his helmet. If you look at his helmet, there's so much detail. And I think they did this. Like I said, this is like the third version of this character, and they tried a bunch of things with the antenna, so that they could achieve the right balance of sturdy and show accurate. Because the antenna on the show, they're pretty thin. But if you make a figure that with especially before, if it's too thin, it's really susceptible to breaking. But yeah, if you look at his legs, there's wrinkling in the suit. So everything is really on point. I'm glad I got this figure. I think it was a pretty good deal. I think it was 2,300. A lot of people are selling this on the aftermarket for like 3,000 minimum on the aftermarket. That's used, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the 2,300 brand new. So I got it from Great Toys Online, or Shopee store. I don't know if it was sale or what, but it was a pretty good deal. I thought it was a pretty good deal. So I was like, let's go. R2's in the chat. What's up, R2? Okay, I'm pretty much done with black. Let's look out who's in the chat. Peso. Okay, he's right. He's okay. So my wife's in the chat. Hi, Katrine. Jarek. Pretty sure that's Jarek. Jarek's in the chat. What's up, Jarek? Hope you're okay. Marge is in the chat. Hi, Marge. I'm pretty sure my wife dragged you into this. Thanks for hanging out. R2 is in the chat. What's up, R2? Check it out, R2. This is now the main view. R2 says the figure is cool, but I'm here for those hands. Here you go. Here's the hands. I cleaned them. I washed my hands, cut my fingernails before we went on live. Yes, I did mention the currency, 2,300 pesos, Philippine pesos. For this 2,300 pesos, that's like, I think I'm bad with I think that's like less than, it's like what, $50? Yeah, I think that's like $50, less than $50. And people are selling this for, on the aftermarket on Facebook Marketplace, people are selling this for like 3,000 Philippine pesos, or like over $60. Because there's like, and that's probably the Philippines. And actually, no, you know what? Even in Japan, I see this figure on the aftermarket for like 8,000 yen, 12,000 yen. So like, if you put in the shipping cost, I got a really good deal for this Kamen Rider Black. Randall's in the chat. What's up, Randall? Another collector. I hope you live stream your unboxings too. Okay, so thanks everyone for jumping into the chat. So I've got one more figure from my backlog that I wasn't able to talk about, and I want to talk about now, and that's Kamen Rider X-Aid. Let's. I'm gonna set him on. Let's set him on the. Yeah, this is what happens. I keep dropping them. Yes, sir. You live stream on Sunday. I need to see your setup now with all the poles and all the resin figures. Okay, so let's jump into This is what happens, guys. I hope this is how you break figures too. Like I've broken a few figures already. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna get a stand. Okay. Yeah, better with the stand. Just better with the stand. So I think you can see my autofocus problem. It's definitely hunting still. But I think this is the best I'm gonna be able to do. It's definitely hunting. Oh, it's a pain. Autofocus is a pain. But I can't lock it. I can't lock the autofocus. So yeah, so this is another Kamen Rider I unboxed last. Sorry, I read the chat. I think Randall's asking if Asuka's already out of the box. No, Asuka's still in the box. Don't. Where's the camera? Don't worry, Randall. Asuka's still in the box. I haven't opened her yet. We'll open her later after I go through the backlog. Okay. So let's go back to X-Aid. So yes, Kamen Rider X-Aid is my daughter's favorite Kamen Rider. She is one of she's actually seen most of the series, because I watch I watch, you know, I just kept watching because I got addicted to this, and I when I started, I was watching it with my daughter, and then but this was a peak tokusatsu for me. It was a very compelling story. It was really great characters. Like, the story kept me on the edge of my seat, and it's really fun because it's a story about doctors. So Kamen Rider X-Aid is a doctor, and his story is that he has to hold on. You know what? I'm kind of frustrated with the shadow. Let's put down. Let's put down his arms and Gachapon Breaker. So I'm gonna let's. It's so hard, you guys. Juggling two cameras. About like working out the figures, trying not to break them. Okay, so okay, so there you go. At least his arm's not casting a shadow on him. The autofocus, though, well, it's better now. Okay, it's better now. Okay, so yeah, Kamen Rider X8 is, I would say, my favorite Kamen Rider as well. Um, I was really engaged with the story. Yeah, it's the basically he's a doctor, and he's been recruited into this battle to fight a video game virus that's taking over the earth. It's a very campy story, but it's very engaging, and the acting is, it's pretty good. The acting's pretty good. They got really good actors to play off each other. The characters are written well. That they each have really personal stakes with the infection, with how the infection has grown and developed. Like there's this mystery that goes on with the lead character X8 and how he fits into everything. It was some top level toku. I was in the middle of watching. I'm gonna move to the other camera. I was in the middle of watching King Oger last year, and I thought King Oger was peak toku, and then I stopped watching King Oger. I was watching weekly, and I just let it backlog because I was I'm too invested in X8. I am watching all of X8 first before I go back to King Oger. And you know what? It's been hard for me to go back. I finished King Oger, and King Oger was it finished strong. You know what? I'm used to tokusatsu, and especially Sentai, having mid to disappointing finales. King Oger had a pretty good finale, but I was X8 kept me on such a high that everything else just couldn't get up to par. So I was I can't enjoy other things right now, and especially Sentai, because Sentai is such a different formula from Kamen Rider, and the latest Super Sentai right now, Boon Boomjer. It's such a it's very much the opposite of what a Kamen Rider story would do. There's still personal stakes, but or I don't even know how personal the stakes are. It could be Zen Kaiser was like Zen Kaiser was very campy. It was all over the place. It was fun storytelling, but the stakes didn't feel as high per episode. So Boon Boomjer, I haven't even gotten through the second episode. So that's where Kamen Rider has left me. That's where X8 has left me. So I'm kind of tempted to just keep watching Kamen Rider for a while until maybe I hit one that's too mid. I'm trying to watch Geats now just because I don't know how to pose this Geats figure I got. So that's why I'm watching Geats. Okay. Sorry, that was a tangent. Let's get back to X8. So legit, because X8 is a doctor, my daughter has developed a better relationship for reals with her pediatrician. She used to be scared of going into the pediatrician's office, and now she's oh, he's a doctor like X8. So she brings her X8 toy. She has her own X8 toy. She has two of them. She has a plushie and the soft vinyl, and I got the figure arts. She brings the X8 toy into the doctor's office. She showed it to him, And of course, the doctor didn't know who it was. It's a Japanese figure. But she said, "Oh, he's a doctor. He's a doctor too." So yeah, the theme that Kamen Rider X8 wanted to go for was they wanted to express that doctors are true heroes, and I think it worked. I mean, at least for my daughter, it did. So yeah, that's why I really liked it. Okay, so this is SH Figure Arts, Kamen Rider X8 Gamer Level 2. It's important to say Gamer Level 2 because this line fucking came out with a lot. X8 has a lot of forms. And I wouldn't say he's a rip. I would say that Double is kind of a rip off because he has so many forms that are just recolors of his original form. X8 has a bunch of forms that's just more campy armor plastic like put on top of his original armor. I'd say the other writers of the show, Brave and Snipe, they get kind of like reworked better into their higher levels, but yeah, anyway the level 2 is pretty much my favorite too. This is I got this brand new. I mentioned before in the unboxing. I got it brand new. This is the re-release the Heisei Generations re-release. They announced Brave like 2 weeks ago, I think. They announced Brave, and I could not pre-order that fast enough. I went after a pre-order immediately because gotta partner it with X8. It's X8's best boy. Let's go straight to what I don't like about this figure. What I don't like about this figure is the proportions. Probably because I'm spoiled by the Shinkocho Seiho line and the latest releases of Figure Arts, which are pretty much on point in terms of proportions. I'm talking about the Sentai figures like King Oger, Don Momotaro. I'm looking at 01. 01's proportions I feel are better than this. Okay, here's what I mean by the proportions. I think the shoulders are too far out. Maybe it's just because of the way I'm posing it. I think the armor, the chest armor is too big. A little too big. I don't know how they could have changed that. But I don't know. I think his chest is too big. His overall his chest looks huge than from what I'm used to in the show, I think. And it might just be like just a millimeter smaller, and I think it would be perfect. I don't like how the collar kind of. Oh, you know what? I thought the collar obstructed the head turning. Oh, what? Well, okay. So, if you move the neck back, you can move his head all the way. Because before, it was the head's here. I'm trying to do this with one hand because I'm trying to avoid the mic and the camera. Okay, I'm gonna use two hands. Okay, so here, if I move it like this, the collar's obstructing the head. But apparently, I can move it like that, so you move the neck back so you can tilt it all the way. So that was one thing that I didn't like, that I couldn't look down and look all the way to the shoulder. I mean, the collar's kind of obstructive, but apparently I just didn't. I wasn't able to play around with the articulation as much as I should have. Also, being a new release, these joints are super tight. These legs, it's like really tight. I wonder if you can hear. I'm gonna put it next to the mic. To the other camera. I'm gonna put it next to the mic. I wonder if you can hear it. No, you can't. I wonder if you can hear that, but it's super tight. But I did mention earlier that yeah, I don't love how the gap, how they show the gaps on the legs. I think, and again, probably because I'm spoiled with how they do the Shinkocho Seiho line, because it's a re-release. This is technically an older design that they've re-released. X8 is actually. Oh wait, I didn't go back. Sorry, shit, I didn't go back to the other camera. Juggling two cameras. X8 is. I hope he gets a Shinkocho Seiho release soon, because I want to see what they do differently. If I get a Shinkocho Seiho X8, I'll probably sell this one. But let's see. So yeah, I want to see them clean this up. How they do the thighs. I think the gaps look too armorish. It doesn't look like because X8 uses like it's a unitard. So I want it to look like a unitard. I love the game driver. And it's actually, you can move it. So for him to go from level 1 to level 2, he would say Dai Henshin. Then open Game driver. And then obnoxious sounds would play and he'd go level 2. I love how you can take out the gashette. But it's kind of tight. Take out the gashettes. You can put it on the side holster. It's so hard. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna try it because I'm in a difficult position. I don't want to lose it, and it's dark. But yeah, you can take out the gashette. You can put it on the side for maximum critical strike. And I also love how the Gachakon Breaker is hammer, how it looks. There's a sword version, but I actually don't love the sword version. I thought I'd like the sword version more than the hammer, but since watching X8, he's more fun looking. He's more fun looking, like swinging the hammer around than the sword. Okay, so that's it for my backlog. Probably on other live streams, I'll talk about my other figures here on the wall and here on the shelf. We'll talk about them more. We'll go in depth on things I haven't discussed. But for now, I did promise an unboxing, so let's do some unboxings. I'm considering what we should do first because we've been talking about Kamen Rider for so long, so probably I think Geats. I think people might be tired of Kamen Rider already. We probably shouldn't do Geats. You know what? Let's do Asuka. So Randall, if you're there, I'm unboxing Asuka now. It's gonna be tough to shoot because this is a 1/6 scale figure and my camera's propped up to shoot 6-inch figures. So fuck me. Had to get my unboxing knife. Sorry, I needed to fix my air conditioning. It was getting hot. Okay, so this is something that's been a backlog for a long time. So okay, let's look at the chat. I just realized that Asuka is 14 years old. Asuka is not 14 years old. She is 30. She is 14 at the end of. She is 14 in the original series, and she was 14 at the end of Ava. But in the reboot, in the rebuilds, the story, they did do a 15-year time skip. So she at the very end. Okay. So they did a 15-year time skip, and she had the curse of Ava, so all Ava pilots could not age. But her ending was she overcame the curse of Ava, so her body grew up. That is the point of this figure. This is when her body grew up and it tore apart her plug suit. So that's some Ava knowledge right there. So this is seriously, I don't know how I'm gonna shoot this. This is Asuka Langley Shikinami 1/6 scale by Good Smile Company. I'm sorry it's gonna be shaky. But this is the only way I'm gonna be able to get a shot of this. So this is by Good Smile Company. It's a scale figure. I pre-ordered this since last year. I think it came available for pre-order like March, like a year ago. And then it came out in December. I think it was something like that. So I got it in December or January because that's how Ami works. And I still haven't opened it. So now we're gonna open it, cause why are we buying figures if we don't open them? Come on, guys. So let's unbox this baby. I'm not gonna be able to do my normal rig where I'll just open it from this angle. It's kind of a shame though, because my favorite, shooting unboxings is kind of shooting and editing unboxings is my favorite, and especially when there's like a new figure smell coming out. It's like a strong plastic smell. I love editing unboxings because you get the sounds, especially when you get the sounds when you cut it together. You get those kind of fast cuts of sounds of like the box and the plastics. Look, this thing came with instructions. I'm not gonna read them because I've seen other people's unboxings. I'm pretty sure I get it already. Well, let's pull him out of the box. Oh, Randall, are you one of those people that don't open boxes? You unbox things. Let's hear the blister pack. Oh gosh, I might break it. Jesus. Blister pack is stuck. Is there tape? There's no more tape. It's just really in there. I'm scared of dropping it. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna try to go to a less dangerous spot. I know it might fall, right? Let's go to a less dangerous spot. Ah, there was tape. There was still a lot of tape. Whew. Let's so again, it's a 1/6. Oh no, 1/7 scale. This is 1/7 scale. So here you go. So here's your close-up. This is 1/7 scale Asuka. It scares me too how I did that opening. Normally that was a very irresponsible way of doing it. I would keep it. I would do it more carefully. So okay, I think I'll be able to shoot it from this angle too. But let me hold it like this first. So here's Asuka. Thank God the lights like lighting this up well. This looks great. Again, so a lot of Asuka figures have been coming out. But this one by Good Smile. And no, okay, let me rephrase that. A lot of figures of this scene have been coming out because this is a very fan service scene. And you know, any fans of Evangelion, you know, you probably seen more of Asuka, but to me, why I wanted to get this figure, it does mark an important point in her character, which is why I felt I really wanted to get her. I really wanted to get this one. Other than I really wanted more red Asuka figures because if you can see the shelf, you can see the shelf behind me. Let's let the autofocus. If you can see there, almost all of my Asuka and Mary, oh my god, Mary, Asuka and Mary figures are use the white plug suit. So I always wanted more red Asuka figures, but they're either too expensive already in the aftermarket, or they're really old and I don't like how they look, or uh, or yeah, they're just too expensive. So when this one came for pre-order, I thought, you know what, it's perfect. It's Asuka's happy ending. It's red. It legit uses the old original plug suit. It's there's boobs. It's fan servicey, fine, but but it also all the other things I said before. So yeah, it looks really great. I'm gonna get the stand. I'm gonna get the stand out of the box. Standu, JoJo reference. So let's get the stand out of the blister pack. So apparently, the stand comes in one piece. Standu. And apparently, this thing just magnetizes on it. So, holy shit. I hope you all noticed that. Let's try it again. It magnetizes. Okay. So it's kind of tough to find the right position. I think this is the right position. This one seems most locked in. Although it seems like she's pointed down. Like what if I want her to point up a little more like that? Although I guess that is kind of it. Let's. So she's more pointed down than I expected, but it still looks good. We could get her on the thing, and haha, and barely keep her in frame. God, don't fall. Sorry for the dizzying experience. I'm gonna move camera so you don't get dizzy. Yeah, I know, right, Randall? Like when I found out that's I thought I was worried. I was worried that there would be pegs, so there would be holes in her butt. But I would be like, whatever. It's normally how they do it. Then I saw the first unboxing. It's like, yo, like, the what they did to one of the Hololive girls. They flattened her butt. They flattened her butt so that she'd stay put on on her stand, and people were mad. Why did you flatten her butt? So this is kind of, this one I was like, yo, this is perfect, because they kept the shape of her butt. They kind of indented it on the stand, on the rock, and they magnetized it. So pretty sure we this that's just peak figure technology already. So um so I love the acrylic stand. Pretty sure this is acrylic, but it doesn't feel like the cheap kind of acrylic that I use to hold up other figures. This acrylic feels really heavy. um the the stand itself, it's a floating piece of debris, which is kind of like, I guess, like thematically, or like, if you're nitpicky with Ava, or um honestly, I don't know what it's a reference to, the floating debris. Maybe it's the, what do you call it, the the imaginary realm where they did the final battle. But is it, I mean, Asuka wasn't even there when she got pulled out, of the, when her this scene was on the beach. The other figures that do this figure, the other companies that do this figure, they put her stand referencing the beach. This is the only one that's like floating debris. And I'm like, okay, that's not really a reference to anything. That's nitpicky for Ava. This is a very nice, very creative stand, and it's executed very perfectly. I really like how it looks. The paint job is it is now my favorite Asuka figure. It's now my favorite. The red, it is now my reddest Asuka figure. It's the original design. It's her original plug suit. Yes, it is literally her original plug suit. Again, I'm gonna go into close. Let's change camera so you can see my point. If you're a fan of Ava, there's these discussions about how they changed her plug suit. Like the first red plug suit she used in Ava 2.0. There's a small difference, especially with the things on her neck. It's not rounded, it's squared. So, and that's the proof that, and it's kind of already been accepted that the Asuka in the series Neon Genesis Evangelion is not the same Asuka from Rebuild of Evangelion. They're not the same person, but to me, like, this encompasses an overall happy ending for the character of Asuka. She's wearing the original the original plug suit from that was worn from Rebuild, from Evangelion 2.0, and arguably, if I can find proof that it's not, I'm gonna say it's also the same as Neon Genesis Evangelion, the original series. So this represents that. It looks like tempered glass. It might be tempered glass. It's heavy. It's really heavy. The hair. You know what? I'm not even sure how to appreciate hair painting anymore in anime figures, because it's probably how it's lit. There's a lot of harsh, dramatic shadows on me going on right now. I can see subtle gradients on the hair. There's like lighter orange, and then as it goes into the folds of the hair, there is some gradation going on. I can see it. It's painted really nice. It's wavy. It's wavy all over the place. It's red, but it's like really clean. And it's like it's carved really deep. So there's a lot of strand detail going on with the hair. So it's really nice. Um, before I praised that Kotobukiya Asuka for using transparent material. Apparently, that's a cheap move. And you know what? Like getting the Amakuni Asuka, the Revolve Asuka, and this Good Smile Asuka, I can. Yeah, okay, I can see it now that yeah, the transparent material for hair does look cheaper, not as good as if you mold it just sculpt it in detail with normal plastic and paint the hell out of it. Paint the hell out of those things. Don't use the plastic transparent materials anymore. Jesus Christ, the red paint, it is it is shiny as hell. It's so shiny. I love it. It is incredibly shiny. Um, yeah, I really hope this is gonna like dust is gonna show up on this. So let's see how often I clean this. I like clean my figures like once every 3 or 4 months. It should be every month. You should be cleaning your figures at least more than once a month actually. My figures get super dusty apparently because of the air conditioning from Randall's observation. But yeah, I mean, this is extremely beautiful. The skin, it's hard to focus on the skin because of the revolving. I'll bring it close to the camera. This and when it's close to the camera, like the the shadows is really harsh, so it's hard to. I'm gonna make a VOD out of this just so I can get better B-rolls. The skin detail, you might think that it's just they just painted the skin. There is also gradation in the skin. It's very nice. There's warm hues. Like you know how skin is that there's uh like multiple tones of skin of like red and other colors show up. It is kind of present here. Like it's more red inside the leg than than on other parts. Fan service, the boobs, and her face. I'm sorry about the light, so it's hard to appreciate Asuka because of how this place is lit. Maybe this is lighting her better. I'm gonna try to light her better. But the face is beautiful. It is beautifully rendered. It's actually it's tough for me to appreciate and say this looks exactly like Asuka because you know what, it's not. I can't say it looks exactly like Asuka because I barely see her this happy. You rarely see Asuka happy. um, but it is still a really good interpretation. It's a really good rendition of her face. uh, I like how they did this. Remember, of course, people on this chat don't remember. I made a video before. I said that um, Asuka figures. So my Kotobuki one and my Amakuni one. Her jaw is really big. Here, I think it's more subtle. So that's I don't know. Maybe it's still also a nod for her design because it might the big jaw might be from the rebuild. Maybe that's how she's. But I don't even think it's drawn like that, especially on like the on 3.0 and 4.0. But this one, yeah, The jaw is not as big, so I think it's softer. It's more feminine. maybe that's why. Maybe I think it doesn't look like Asuka. It does. I think it's a really good interpretation. Her eyes are really really close to how it's drawn in the anime. People are just not used to how this hair is done. You know, her hair is finally undone. But yeah, let's get for all of you who wanted to see this, let's get a final, like some last looks on the turntable before we move on to the next unboxing. All right, so that's it for Asuka. Finally got Asuka done. Hopefully, I can make some VODs soon. Hope people are happy with that unboxing. I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm happy with the figure. So, next, I think we should do Hurricane Red. Because I talked a lot about Kamen Rider earlier. So, probably best to... Yes, it is a fingerprint magnet. The tempered glass / acrylic stand was already getting fingerprinting. But, okay, so... Hurricane Red, or what do you call this? Power Rangers Ninja Storm, the red wind ninja. Yeah, Red Wind Ninja from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. I think Bluefin made an American release of this figure, and it's called the Red Wind Ranger from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. But again, to me, as low-key Sentai purist, I'd say I call him Hurricane Red from Nimpu Sentai Hurricanja. Let's see if I got a pretty good shot. Okay, so I don't have a... So the shot, the box is Whoops. Oh, I just pressed something on my mouse. I'm worried I might stop my stream. Sorry guys. I'm fixing my tripod. Okay, so Hurricane Red, Hurricane Red. Hurricanegers also kind of hold a special place in my heart. One of technically my third Sentai, technically my second if you don't count Akiba Ranger. Second Sentai I watched, the first Sentai that my daughter watched because she was a newborn, and my daughter was a newborn and I just finished Gokaiger, and Gokaiger did like a really special like a special two-parter with the Hurricanegers made an appearance. I hadn't watched Hurricaneger yet, but I was already seeing like all the special roll calls and stuff. Oh, hold on. I realized that I haven't checked out the chat. Some Nick Collection. What's up, my dude? I'm pretty sure I follow you on Instagram. Man, hope they make SH figure art Zen Aku of Wild Force. Ah, Jesus. I hope they make Gao Ranger. Is Zen Aku the... I need to Google who Zen Aku is from Gao Ranger. So I'm Googling it right now. Oh yeah. So that's Gao Silver's. So I watched Wild Force. I did not watch Gao Ranger. I could watch Gao Ranger if I wanted to. Yeah. Maybe they'll make a, they've been coming out with Shinkocho Seiho figures. Technically we're past Gao Ranger's 20th, but maybe they'll come because they did Faiz and his the horse enemy thing. So they might make one for Black Wolf Ranger. I'm sorry, I forget. Apparently I didn't know his name was Zen Aku. I again didn't watch Gao Ranger. Okay, so again, Hurricaneger holds a special place in my heart just because it's it was the first Sentai that I watched that I knew that this is a comedy. This is and this is when I just kind of started watching Super Sentai. I changed cameras. I just started watching Super Sentai at this point, and I wasn't over, I hadn't gotten over the image of like how Power Rangers executes. That Power Rangers, there is levity. Power Rangers has jokes, but as an overall theme, like Power Rangers isn't gonna be like, this is a comedy. This is a comedy show. No, it's not. It's Power Rangers. And they kind of held on to its own genre. Where Sentai, This is Sentai, but the point of Sentai is it can explore genres. Um, so Hurricaneer was the first one that I watched where it was like, this is meant to be funny. Um, the how they do the roll call, it's campy. It's pretty funny. Um, Apparently, like they built on how they did Kaku Ranger. They took elements from that and just kind of blew it up. And how they exclaim their lines. I mean, I would do it. I mean, I'd do it on mic. Like, let me know on chat. I've kind of memorized like bad Japanese of how Hurricaneer does their roll call, but like it's so over the top. It's such a lighthearted show, and that was a big shift for me for like how to, like, I never thought that, hey, like, Power Rangers is funny, and it's like it's meant to be funny. So that's kind of one of the hooks that Hurricaneer did, and why I think it's special. And what's also funny about it is it whiplashes you, because like it's such a lighthearted show, but it goes to really dark places all of a sudden. And when it does, like, whoa, that was a big whiplash. But okay, so this is the box. This is from like I forgot when this came out. Around 2015 to 2017, around that run, because before SH Figuarts went on hiatus with the Figuarts line, so it uses the original body, which I think is very much obsolete. I do not like this body anymore, because not that it doesn't look good. I mean, it's probably, I'd say, not as good as, because of proportions. Proportionally, the new Sentai figures look better, have better proportions. You look at, they're closer to like what a Shinko Choseiho would look like. These old ones, and because it was the earlier run, they're really skinny. But my 2 cents in this discussion, I don't. Let's go to the other camera. You see how serious I am. I don't like how Lightning Collection does their bodies. I don't like Lightning Collection. I've always wanted to say that on YouTube, so I'm doing it on a live stream. Guys, I don't like the Lightning Collection. I used to have Lightning Collection figures because I thought that was the only way I was gonna get Sentai figures. But when I started importing Sentai figures from Japan, I was like, this is so much better than Lightning Collection. The plastic is better. I get more accessories. The paint job is better. Might be slightly more expensive depending, like, because usually I get them I get them pre-owned anyway, so I get them on discounts. Like the newer ones are really expensive compared to a Lightning Collection. Probably, I don't know how much Lightning Collections are anymore, but I don't like how the body looks on Lightning Collection. There's so many things about the Lightning Collection that I don't like, and that kind of has cascaded down to a dislike of the Marvel Legends. You won't see Marvel Legends here. I thought about getting them for a while, but then it's like, nope, no thank you. Just because how much I did not like I don't like the unboxing experience. I don't like the boxes of Lightning Collection. I don't like how your swords in Lightning Collection end up bent by the time you get them. Yes. Nick collection. I would also the only lightning collection figures I would get now is Shadow Ranger and Omega Ranger, just so I can complete my Deca Ranger figures. But I'd keep them in the back because proportionally they would be so off. I'm still, they're pretty expensive now. I before I was scouting like for people selling it, but now I'm like, who knows? SH Figure Arts might come out with Dekamasta and Dekabureku. Okay, so let's open this. I've kept you guys waiting long enough. So I got this from Bai. I got this from Bai pre-owned. It's still very much possible that it's broken. It might be broken when we open it. Let's hope it's not. I thought this was like some kind of sticker or prop. No, this is just the lining for the box. It's just decoration for the box. You got instructions, because before you got more accessories with Sentai Figure Arts that you actually needed instructions. Now they still need instructions. They still have instructions, but they're usually like on the side of the box. And I'm like, I only read the instructions when it's like legit. What the fuck is happening here? Okay. You should probably look at everything we're getting already, because I don't want to like take off the blister and then everything falls. Main figure, it's looking good so far. I don't think it's broken. Man, you got a lot of hands back then. Now with Sentai Figure Arts, you get like probably four pairs of hands, including like four. So four pairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So like 3 extras, and then one that's attached. Here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs, 6.5 pairs of hands. Jesus Christ. 6.5 pairs of hands. You also got these things, which are like Akiba Ranger exclusive things. When Hurricane Red made an appearance there. If you don't watch Akiba Ranger, you guys should know that Akiba Ranger was a massive commercial for SH Figure Arts. So a lot of the assumed figure arts that would come out were in Akiba Ranger. Oh my god, what's the name of the sword? There's a name for the sword. Hayatemaru. Pretty sure. Turaigan. Turaigan. Uh, Turaigan is basically another word for there. It's basically a blow dryer. That's Hurricane Red's weapon. So let's open him up. Jesus. See? Made a mess with the hands already. Is there discoloration in the leg area? Let me check. Oh, snap! It is... Oh, wait, no. No. Okay, it's just dust. Oh, snap. That scared me. It's dust. It got dusty. Woo! Good catch, boy. It's just dust, though. That scared me. I did not notice that when I got the box. But in the photos for Bai, they didn't mention it. It's not broken, so other than that dust, it's not broken, but other than that dust, everything seems to be a-okay with the figure. So here's the worst part of the old SH Figuarts, which is the hip joint. They did the old dropping hip joints, and these hip joints are super thin. If you drop these are the first that's gonna break. If you pull too hard on this, it will break. I've broken 3 of these already. I've had to get a replacement Deca Red because I broke his hip joints. And the other ones that I broke, I'm like, no, I'm not replacing. I'm not getting a new fig. I need a new, like, I can't have a broken Deca Red. So, but you know what? Articulation was really fun on these figures. Boo! But they don't have a bicep swivel. Ooh. But they do have this thing where it swivels at the shoulder. That's kind of their swivel. And it feels like that's begging to break. Wind Ninja Morpher, as the Power Rangers would say. I forget what they're called in Hurricane Jack. Man, looks really good. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Like, well, no, Don Momotaro is my second favorite Sentai, but Hurricane Red, you know what? You're up there. Top three, if not top 5. Gotta consider. Wait, how many Sentai? What are my favorite Sentai? At least top 5, if not top 3. Oh, there's a fucking moth in the shot. So, Hayatemaru, just tabs on the back. Apparently, like this. I don't even fucking remember. I'm gonna try like 1 or 2 poses on the live stream, and then probably the rest I'm just gonna do VODs. Oh god, it comes off easy. Hayatemaru. Kaze ga naki, sora ga ika, sora ni Hurricane Red. I'm gonna get the stand. I'm not dropping this. I can't get him on the stand and have Hayate Maru on his back. Okay, just cause I can't have the sword and a stand at the same time. Oh my god, it's not won't focus right. So again, you can see how the old Sentai figures or the old Rider figures, they were really skinny. It's just so skinny. Like, let's say compared to X8. And X8 is like a re-release of an older figure. But when they went on hiatus for Sentai, that's when they started developing the new bodies for Toku figures. I think at this point, like they're using, like here with I think I don't remember when X8 came out. Probably 2019, around 2019, 2018. Um, the plastic's really hard. It was that premium feeling plastic, similar to this one. Now, even the Sentai figures and the Rider figures, they're using, it feels like a softer, lighter plastic, which feels like doesn't feel as premium, as expensive, but also at the same time it feels like it might be less likely to break. Go Ranger set would go well. Yes, but you know what I should get first? Hurricane Blue and Hurricane Yellow. I'm prioritizing those three over Go Riders. I'm completely fine finishing the set at Hurricanegers. Sorry, Go Riders, but if I'm not getting Shurikenger, I'll stop at Hurricanegers. Shurikenger was like I'll get Go Riders if there's a Shurikenger that comes out. Um, let's try a pose. I'll switch cameras. So it's. I'm gonna try when he says Nimpu, Shinobi change. So it needs the Nimpu hands. Of course, you can't see it. Let's go here. He needs his Nimpu hands. Ah, God, the autofocus. No, the hands that Gojo makes. So that was scary. That apparently there's a bunch of dust here. I don't know if like there's other parts of this figure that are actually dusty, but I mean, the yeah, the articulation doesn't feel like doesn't feel used. Doesn't feel loose. It feels brand new. Shinobi change. Oh gosh, can't do Shinobi change. Yo, it can't turn the forearm to face the wind morpher into the camera. It's supposed when you do this, the morpher is supposed to be facing the camera, but you can't do that. Worst figure ever. Oh no, I'm just 0 out of 10. Worst figure ever. You can't turn the forearm to face the camera, so the morpher is stuck. Also, you can't do like can't put uh his elbow high enough, and his finger would still point up. So I'm trying to think if other figures right now could do that too, but they probably have a hard time too. But I feel like I could push them further than where I'm able to push this one. 風がなき空がいいか空にハリケーンレッド So this is their henshin pose. All the non-toku initiated. The henshin pose is the pose and or catchphrase they have to yell in order to henshin and or transform. Kamen Rider has the trademark. I'm kidding. I don't know if they have. Probably not trademark, but Kamen Rider has called dibs on the word henshin. So Sentai have to scream something else. They usually scream change or something related to their theme. Like, so Hurricaneger, they would scream Shinobi change. So there you go. Shinobi change. Yeah, it's gonna fall. I'm scared of dropping this. So I'm gonna make VODs. I'm gonna try to do more poses. So I originally planned on putting this next to my Shinkocho Seiho Gokai Red, but now I'm worried that this doesn't. I mean, is like Gokai Red looks really advanced compared to this figure. Let's see how it looks good. I'll probably do another live stream just updating how the shelves look. I'll try one more pose, and then let's move. Let's move on. Oops. God, it's so scary to drop these things on the floor. So I want to do that pose where they hold, where they do that. Nimpu Sentai, Arikeja, where they're holding, like the Kaku Ranger one. It's just a apparently just a ninja pose. It's on the box. Oh, it's. Oh no, he can't. So, uh, ooh, I don't think he can do the pose. I don't know. He can do it. I think he can do it. Ooh, so I think some of that dust and or paint or dust and or I don't, whatever caused the discoloration, I think it got on the hand. So it's kind of dirty. I hope I can clean it. Uh, so that would kind of suck, but you know, I've gotten worse. I mean, I've gotten worse situations with used figure arts. Yo, Alice in the chat. Oh god, it's so hard. It's so hard to put these hands in. So it's when they say Arikeja Sancho. Alright. Sancho. That one. Probably he should probably just open his hand. So when I'm posing it like this, where it's taking a big step forward, I feel like I'm gonna break it. The dropping hip joint. So I don't want to force it because I think I'm gonna break it. But yeah, okay. So that's another pose. I'm not gonna try the Duraigan anymore. I mean, here's the Duraigan. Details are great. You know, the weakest point of these older Sentai, of these older figure arts figures, is probably the proportions. SH Figure Arts really, especially when they took a break from Sentai, that's when they kind of took the leap in fixing up their proportions. I'm pretty sure that's when they launched the Shinkocho Seiho line. Yeah, because I think they took a break. No, I'm wrong. I'm speaking out of my ass. They started Sentai around the same. They started the Sentai line around the same time that the Shinkocho Seiho line started. And then I think after like 2 or 3 years with the Sentai line, they stopped, and I think that's when they started developing the new bodies, the new the new hip joints that they used on Kamen Rider. And yeah, and it was only like 2021 when only in when Zenkaiser came. That's when the Sentai figure arts came back, and I'm happy with like it's a big leap from this to. Do I get? Am I gonna get a figure arts, a Sentai figure arts? I mean, they're already displayed. No. Okay, hold on. So it's a big leap from Hurricane Red here to Zen Kaiser. So you can see they're bigger, not as skinny, but definitely anatomically more accurate. Looks less like a toy, more like an actual person. So yep, gone a long way. And Hurricane Red's got a good chance of getting like a re-release with Shinkocho Seiho. You know, being being a really popular Sentai. I mean, Kyoryu Red's coming out. You know what? Tangent. Kyoryu Red's coming out on the 10th anniversary. Kyoryu Red's getting a Shinkocho Seiho for the 10th anniversary of Kyoryuger. Change camera just so you know how important this is to me. I am betting, just technically, that was announced last year. I'm betting they will announce this year Deca Red for the 20th anniversary of Deca Ranger. I'm betting that. What am I betting? Absolutely nothing. But I'm hoping that we get a Shinkocho Seiho Deca Red. Especially that Firebolt version. Jesus Christ, it makes me anxious to put figures back on the shelf. Okay, so what time is it? So I think we have just enough time for one more unboxing. And so with this unboxing, my backlog would be complete. So no more unboxings on live streams. But backlog would be complete. We could finally unbox Gates. And I'd probably still live stream because I do find this more like especially recording a roll. It's more, I think it's more it's more appealing to me to do it like this than to like record a roll on my own, like come up. I don't do scripted. I don't script these things. And so when I'm recording a roll, like I'm speaking to myself, and like I usually do multiple takes. So if I'm just live streaming, and if I haven't tried making VODs yet, but I'm trying to learn from my last live stream. I'm trying to apply them here so that I'm sure that I can make VODs out of a live stream. So, Geats, Kamen Rider Geats. Packaging. So I got this. So in the Philippines, I got this here in the Philippines. I did not import this from Bai or Ami or anything. I pre-ordered this from X-Play. I got, I think this is 2,300 Philippine pesos. Around $50 maybe, $50. I have not watched Geats. But he's the writer that he's Kamen Rider that is paired with King Oger. And he looks awesome. I would just say that Geats looks amazing. This is his Magnum Boost form. The Fox looks amazing. I said that I will get Geats when his final form comes out. But then his Magnum Boost form went up for pre-order. I was like, you know what? Let's get it. I don't know if I'll still get his final form because my rider shelf are all base forms. There's no alternate forms here. I probably won't get his final form now. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not that. I'm still. I would still say I'm more of a Sentai fan than a Rider fan. And if I start getting, if I start getting multiple forms of the same Rider, I'm like, yeah, I'm not justifying. I'm not acting like I'm more of a. I'm definitely more of a Rider fan than. Okay, so let's open Kamen Rider Geats Magnum Boosto. I just started watching Geats actually when I finished X-Aid. I'm only a few episodes in. End of episode 1 was very Squid Game. It gave a very Squid Game vibe, which I like. Again, I always felt like Tokusatsu, Sentai, and Tokusatsu in general, Kamen Rider, Sentai, Rider, Kamen, are explorations of genres. They're, like, like Deca Ranger is Law and Order, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, put Sentai on it. X-Aid is a Grey's Anatomy, he puts Kamen Rider on it. Geats, Squid Game. Apparently, Squid Game. So I heard that it had like a similar what do we call this? It would be like the quest was basically similar to Ryuki, that it's like only one rider would come out and they get a wish or something. But so then, but apparently the Ryuki, it's like they're coerced into it. There's some coercion going on that they have to do it, or they're like their dragon will eat. I haven't watched Ryuki, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. I just I don't know where I was going with this one. I think there's enough difference between Geats and Ryuki, even thematically speaking. Instructions, I might need instructions because I heard Geats has like some transformations going on. I feel I'm getting tired because I don't know what I'm saying anymore with some of these hot takes. So also, when I pull out a Kamen Rider from the blister, I grab it by their driver. Always. This is cool. There's a blister on the Desire Doraibu. How do I take it off though? Ooh. So yes, it is very easy to pull it apart, because that's the gimmick. uh, his Magnum Boost upper, you could get another figure and combine it with his Magnum Boost legs. This is the no, this is his Magnum upper and the Boost legs. So you could get the Boost legs, the Magnum legs, combine it with the Magnum upper, and then the Boost upper with the Jesus Christ. Like, I'm sure like when they pitched this to Bandai, their Bandai was like, "Oh yes, more toys, more toys. Let's make more toys." And the desired driver spins. So, but you can see which is right side up. And you just slot the pieces in. Jesus Christ. Is this right? I have to check the picture on the box. Yeah, Magnum on the left, Boost on the right. I am scared of dropping this. So what did I say? Geets looks awesome. So he can do his spinning transformation gimmick. Hope that doesn't get loose over time. Articulation. He is a very armored Kamen Rider. But yep. Head looks up that far. Down that far. Pretty good. The shoulder pads move out of the way. Whoa, they are. Whoa. Are these? Yo, check this out. They've got a strap. So, oh shucks. So they're pegged on. They're still pegged on, but it looks like they're strapped into the arm as well, so that they won't pop off when you push it up all the way. Because that's something that happens to Don Momotaro, happens to King Oger, Kuwagata Oger. Happens to Kuwagata Oger. So this one, his shoulder pad's not gonna pop off. They can still get out of the way, but they're not gonna pop off because it looks like there's a strap holding it down. There's a strap. That's cool. Good job, Bandai, Tamashii Nations, whoever you are. There is a ball joint, the upper part. So that goes really far back. And then there's still that ball joint. That was still a ball joint here. Goes far enough down. The arms can, yeah. That's cool. Apparently, I think Geets has guns, I think, on this. Yeah. Here, there are guns that slide out of, oh my god. Yeah. Geets just shooting people up. Bang bang. Well, because this is the Magnum form. So I think my camera's starting to lag from the Wi-Fi. Then the boost. Yo, this has a lot of articulation gimmicks. Boost legs. I think you can point. Yep, you can point it or wherever. So like, I think I've seen poses where he's running. and boost cannons are just boosted, are bussin'. Boost cannons are bussin'. So that's really cool. Paint job is also really on point. I follow some of the Japanese YouTubers, figure reviewers. Uh, who was that? Was it Toyhako or Steven This? His Geets' mask was effed up in the face. Mine looks clean, really clean. He's got this articulated scarf because he's a fox. This is cool that it's actually fabric, but it's kind of hard to pose. I think I need to check the instructions. I think I need to take something out so I can pose this, which I think is kind of a hassle. I will probably do that. I'll look into that and do it in an update video. Because this is one long live stream already. But let's do one pose. Let's do a pose. An iconic Geets pose. Oh, also, you do get a gun. It's his magnum form. He loves guns. He's very American in this form. Let's do a Geets pose when he henshins. He looks into the he turns sideways. He actually turns away from his enemies, or like from let's say someone's charging from the front. He will turn to the side, look at them, raise his hand, and then say henshin. And Jesus Christ, Geets. If your balls weren't swaggy enough, so the struggle is real in posing. I also don't know if you have the right hand for that pose. So I think this default hand, which is kind of an expressive hand, it's the closest one you'll get to do that henshin pose. Jesus Christ. You know, with double, I've got a hand that goes like this, and that is not this hand. It's not really. So I guess I just realized that I'm not streaming stream beats anymore. I hope I'm not getting copyright strikes. So here we got Gates. Like I said, not pulling back from what I said. Like Geets looks awesome. He is an amazing looking Kamen Rider, and Gotchard has his work cut out for him. He's got a long way. He's got big shoes to fill. Just how Geets looks. It's like, motherfucker, this is Geets. So I'm gonna do more poses. Follow me on Instagram. Anyone that's not following me on Instagram on chat, follow me on Instagram. For sure, that's where I'm gonna post all of the posing I'm gonna do with the figures. We're gonna do some better shots, hopefully better lighting. That's where I'm gonna post them. I'll still make VODs from things I spoke about on the live stream. I'll do more live streams if I want to go into deeper discussions on, especially tokusatsu stuff, Sentai, Kamen Rider, about the figures that I've got. If I get new figures, my wife is still watching, still asking, hey, if I can still get some new figures, so I can still keep on live streaming, unboxing. But yeah, so I think that was a fruitful, 2.5 hours. I think we got a lot of good. I've got a lot of boxes on the floor. Got a lot of good shots. Unboxed. Finally completed. Finally finished the backlog. Now just gotta figure out how to put them on the shelf. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to do all of that tonight. If I'll be able to put them up on the shelf. Follow me on Instagram. I might, if I get them up, I might update on the story there. But for sure, all of the shots. When I do more posing shots for the figure art stuff, it's gonna go up on Instagram, TikTok too. But I'm more of an Instagram guy. So this was fun. Really happy how I think the live stream looked a lot better now than it did the last time. Hope everyone who stayed had a good time. Randall was the last man standing last time. Shout out to everyone who jumped in. Nick Collection, I'm pretty sure you're new. Unless I know you and you're just using a different name than I know you. But if you are new, it is nice to meet you. I'm pretty sure I follow you on Instagram. I'm pretty sure. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. I'm probably gonna do one soon, or I'm just gonna be talking toku stuff. I've been meaning for a long time to react to Super Sentai openings. That is like a good way to build clout, apparently, on Sentai YouTube, Toku YouTube. But yeah, I'll probably do something like that. Sentai Rider openings. My thoughts on Sentai, and probably not Writer, because I'm not really updated on Writer. I just watch the stuff that I want to. Thoughts on Sentai at the moment. Maybe we can get into a talk about Power Rangers. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this live stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Watch the VODs when they come out. Watch some of my older stuff, with my older videos. I do like this live streaming things. And if I can make VODs easily, to make more videos on YouTube. Let's see what happens. But I've definitely been enjoying this type of thing where unboxing is done live streaming. Anyway, that's it. That's gonna be it. Thank you guys again. Follow me on the socials. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys again the next one. Peace out. Peace out. This is the camera. I'm so tired. Love you guys. Bye.